rebound. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, they run into a very hot shooting team tonight, fellas. And you combine a hot shooting team with the weak defense they've been playing, you're going to get crushed. I hope coach is coming down hard on them right now because they can't keep giving up so many open looks. What are you doing?
That wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again in the third quarter. We will see you later.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
What a performance from Durant here. 25 points, and he's chalked up one three-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
The Thunder leading by 22. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Pass to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his third assist on the night. Oklahoma City shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. High post try. The kick out to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hits it from three-point range. Westbrook's got 7.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Irving double team. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
The Thunder leading by 22. Feeds it to Durant. Takes the 13-footer. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Durant's got 27 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. We've seen Kevin Durant really have a great game.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
And J.R. Smith with the slam. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
To the paint, here's Love. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half. And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 2008, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
In the corner, it's James, wide open. Here's Thompson. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Durant attacking, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh. You know, he operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, it says even more about LeBron that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Westbrook, and Durant comes to help. Lets it go from deep, and James gets it to go on the assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 5 assists tonight. The Thunder leading by 17. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Andre Robertson. And stolen by LeBron. Shumpert passes to Fry. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Foy. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop. Oh! Did you see that? Man, oh, man.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break bucket, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And Durant, here we go.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Kyle Singler comes in for Russell Westbrook. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Singler against LeBron, and here's Fry for 3. The shot misses, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. Durant dishes to Foy. Back to Durant from deep. The shot no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. James kicks to Fry. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Oklahoma City leading by 21. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Singler outside. Puts it up from 15. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
James against Singler. Dellavedova, the pass to Fry. No good from the wing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Thunder just dominating this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next.